Welcome to this week's Dirts podcast. I'm Brock, and with me, as always, is Brooks.
What up? What up?
Well, we have two special guests this week. This is
Laca is
Yeah.
technically special needs.
Sorry.
Laca is technically special needs.
Yeah, but usually the guests don't
Start.
talk before they're introduced. But anyway, we've got two guests, and they are known to Brooks because they are Brooks' co-hosts on the Wrap It Up podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And we are doing a crossover episode. It's the crossover that the world didn't ask for.
No.
So we have Kotti and Laca.
My boy.
So just so people know, Kotti is the one that looks like he bomb a plane, and Laca is the one that doesn't.
Yeah.
Technically, these days, anyone can look like that.
That mustache is just hanging on for Kotti. If
Sure.
he shaved that mustache off and his name was, Hazmat or Kazmat or something like that, he could be a UFC fighter.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, he'd be a submission specialist.
He does. If you look at the corner screen real quick, he looks like Conor McGregor, like real quick.
It looks more like Khabib waiting for the give me the location.
Oh yeah, I think he got like a foot on Conor too. I think he's like a foot shorter than you are.
So I think he's small.
Yeah, no,
If you don't
not
know, Cody like
big man.
reaches the clouds.
I think he's.
He has bucks in my house.
What are we all here? I'm 6'2". Brooks is 6'3" or something. Eh?
yeah.
No.
That's great.
I thought you were tall.
I'm not that tall. I'm taller than that.
Or is it just when you put your hair up?
No. Brooks is definitely 6'3". Brooks is definitely 6'3". We'll just keep it that.
So am I the tallest? Is that what I'm gaining from that?
I don't know. Cody might be shrinking, like how old people do.
Cody's
Yeah.
like 100%
Yo,
7 foot.
Heavy fool.
Yeah,
That happens,
gravity's tall.
That happens when you have kids. They weigh you down.
Start to shrink. They weigh you down.
Yeah.
They're staying on my legacy.
Yeah. Now, Cody's got a little guest there, a cat. So we may as well just go straight
I
in
knew you were gonna do that.
to our first news article.
Yes,
Now, I don't know. Have you guys actually left the States at all? Any of you?
I have never.
No, me neither. I never would have.
However, my
Haven't.
girlfriend did travel the country.
What was the question?
Not the state, the States, as in America.
No, I've never left the country.
Once,
Okay.
yeah, I never have either.
I've been to the Bahamas.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
that counts. Yeah, that counts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
I got a dude in Jamaica who wants me to come visit. So I might.
okay.
I have gone to the very southernmost point that you can possibly go in the United States, which is Key West. The very southernmost point. It's 90 miles from Cuba. On a good day, you can see Cuba from the shore.
Why is it called Key West if it's the most southern?
You know, it's American things.
yo,
It's
it's
best not to ask questions.
west.
They just do things.
It's the west
Okay.
of some sort of landmark, I'm sure, that's like near there. And they're like, oh, it's the west.
Because it's a link of islands, and that's what keys are. But the reason
so
why
the-
it's called Key West doesn't make any sense.
So the same thing as like Arkansas and Kansas don't actually sound the same, even though Arkansas is
Yeah.
Kansas.
Our Kansas, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I can't.
Idaho, Idaho. Okay.
Really?
So
West or Kanye West?
Ooh.
it's yay. So yeah, in Vietnam, they eat a variety of foods that other countries may not eat.
Mhm.
So this is the headline. Vietnamese restaurant that killed 300 cats a month to make soup closes.
God damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were putting in work.
What, are you
But
annoyed
they
that you missed out on?
Anyways.
Are you annoyed you missed out on the soup, or?
Depends. If they're killing that many, what was the sale like?
I hate
Really,
soup.
they had them in numbers.
We're running out of fish. They got to improvise.
They hiss at you. No soup for you. Okay, so
Be nice.
That joke.
a Vietnamese restaurant that slaughtered up to 300 cats a month for a stomach-churning soup recipe has closed its doors this month after the owner voiced his moral concerns with the practice.
So he did it after they got caught. And he was like, oh, you know what? Maybe, yeah, this is a morally wrong thing to do.
No. It's legal there. He didn't.
Wait, 300 a month or 30?
300, 300. Yeah.
Well, that
Oh my
can't be.
God.
That part can't be legal because that's like
It's the-
hunting rules at that point.
Multiply
starter of
that by
cats.
10.
Yeah,
That's
so
3,000 cats a year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So Fan Kwok
Oh my God.
Dawn,
Oh boy.
37, dramatically tore down the sign that advertised cat meat, known as Tif Mio, outside his Gia Bao restaurant in Thing Dung ward of Tai Nugent in early December. I think I got
No,
December
Ted
right in that sentence. Ted Nugent, yeah. So the Humane Society International announced. So what happened was they saved about 20 cats and kittens that were going to be drowned. So he drowned them. That's his way of killing them.
God.
With a stick.
Jeez.
He pushed them down with a stick, drowned them. So even when they were going out, they weren't having
That's horrible.
No, seriously.
a good way. Yeah.
Seems like
So
a shitty
apparently
way to go
Cats
out.
too. This is horrible.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas. Apparently,
I bet you India, they saying that about cows. I think it's India.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we slaughter more than that.
yeah,
Dude,
cows are
slaughter
sacred in
way
India.
more
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you-
true.
But, the dude that was doing it,
motherfuckers are sick.
the restaurant owner never wanted to actually sell the cat meat, apparently, which is a popular dish in Vietnam. But he said he was pushed into the market in order to feed his family.
than-
So before selling the cat meat, he served other normal food and drinks. However, the income was not enough to cover the living cost of my family, the father of two explained. It
It
was
still
then I
wasn't enough?
tried. No, it still wasn't enough. It was a catastrophe. It was then that I tried selling cat meat since there was no other available restaurant serving this in the area. So he actually had a corner on the market.
Jesus.
He had a niche.
Niche, yeah.
Apparently.
About 1 million cats, mostly stolen pets and strays,
Oh,
are killed for meat per year in Vietnam.
jeez.
Polls show that 87% of people in Vietnam have had a pet mysteriously stolen or know someone whose pet was taken. So, like I
Yeah.
said,
Oh my God.
Just
Yeah.
for soup.
I heard Brooksy
Yep.
doesn't like eating pussy, so
Listen,
well, that's one way to get it if you're struggling.
all about
Right.
if there's any way we can make it so eating
You can
pussy
legally
isn't
do it.
happening, I'm on this guy's side here. If we can put a stop to eating pussy, I'm on his side right here.
So he said he felt sorry for them when he saw them suffering during slaughtering them in the
I was
bucket
gonna
of
say,
water.
weird.
It was all about money since I had to make money for my whole family. So he, frustrated by his apparent lack of options, he reached out to the Humane Society International, and as part of the organization's Models for Change program, he received a one-time grant to shutter his restaurant and set up a grocery store. So that's why he closed, because they said, "Here's some money, open up a new store."
Yeah.
at least he
Huh.
got at least he had an opportunity because
Yeah.
Right.
just when they shut the
People don't.
got
Yeah.
no
And they also eat dog as well. So he wants to see a ban on dog and cat meat trade in Vietnam.
I'm sure that'll get passed.
I mean, as long as you get that grant to start a new store, I guess you're fine. But most people don't get that opportunity.
Yeah,
There's no way that
right.
they can change.
at least he had an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah. So now he's going to be supplying products like drinks, tobacco, sweets, dry food, like instant noodles, and make a living for my family that way instead.
And ironically, cat food.
Yeah.
Well, he's not wrong.
Well, you think like Cody said, we eat cow, pig.
Yep.
Yeah, like Muslims don't eat pork.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you eat pork, Cody?
I eat bacon. And...
with that facial hair setup.
Yeah.
But chicken, can't go
Oh, yeah.
past a good piece
Yeah.
of chicken. What
There's one where you can't eat fish during a period of something, or you can only eat
Yeah.
fish maybe.
Fish, yeah.
I think that's
We eat kangaroo here.
in Hebrew.
Oh, see, like eating kangaroo seems weird.
Kangaroo's also kangaroo's yummy.
that?
Yeah, we eat kangaroo here. I think we're the only country that eats the animal that's on our coat of arms.
And
Yeah, no way.
y'all eat some alligator? Really?
I think crocodile. I think we might eat that. Shark, of course, because of flavor.
Yeah.
I think crocodile, yeah.
Some shark.
I've never eaten.
No, we don't have shark fin soup. I think that's more Japanese or type of thing. I
Yeah,
think.
that's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's more Thai.
Yeah, it's one of the kneeses. What else? But then we sort of go when people say, "Hey, let's eat insects because they're a good source of protein."
Hmm.
Crickets
It's like,
and ants and a
I
lot.
can't-
I'm not weird.
Really?
You ever seen like a scorpion in the lollipop shit?
Yes.
yeah, well, they stick up its ass and they dry it or whatever.
Like cheese
Right.
flavored crickets. They
Uh-huh.
serve
Apparently, I've heard mealworms are actually the best tasting grub.
No, witchetty grubs taste like chicken. That's
Right,
what the
that's what I've
Aboriginals
heard.
would eat here.
Very
I find
nutritious
that
too.
impossible to believe.
It sounds disgusting.
Sounds like
Tastes-
propaganda.
I feel like if you're eating worms, you don't know what you're talking about.
Everything tastes like chicken, though. That's the thing. If you anything that's not a normal food is like, tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
I bet you if they asked Jeffrey Dahmer, what does flesh taste like? Tastes like chicken. No,
That's true. Everyone just does go to chicken, basically.
I believe he said it had a more of a fishy taste.
Ew.
I think it's
Strange.
bear meat or some of
good that
they're not
lack of
that's
fact
not
checking.
kind of game. Probably disgusting.
Yeah. Well,
All depends how you prepare it.
I mean, he didn't look like the very
No, he had a fucking cauldron
cooking type.
just over a fire, dude.
Yeah, he's just making stew. He wasn't making fillets out here.
That's
Massive.
disgusting.
Making prison slop instead of Gordon
Whiskey.
Ramsay style meals.
I'm just trying to think of what else. Like I know in the Philippines they eat a partially fertilized duck egg.
Ew.
So you eat the fetus of the duck inside the
Ew.
egg,
Ew.
and that's
Right.
a delicacy, which I've tried. Right?
Really?
So my sister-in-law is originally from the Philippines,
Okay.
and they got some eggs from Melbourne, and I don't think they're above board. Put it that way.
Oh no.
No duck eggs, yeah. But
No ostrich.
what
We
about
eat
us?
ostrich eggs up here.
I think they eat emu eggs here too. They make
Yeah,
massive
emu
omelets.
eggs, yeah.
I was gonna say those are fucking huge, aren't they?
Feed a family of 6.
Just feed like 2 people, bro.
Yeah, it's a
But,
whole.
yeah, I was game. I thought I'll try it. So I've cracked open the egg and I've kind of eaten what would be the white and the yolk. Got towards the embryo section and I think I might have had a little bite. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah,
And she's like, oh, I'll take it. I'll finish it off
that's the best part.
because it's such a delicacy. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So I handed it
crazy.
to her, and she grabbed it, and she went to put it up to her mouth, and she smelled it. She goes, "Oh no, this one's off." I'm like,
what?
Because I didn't know I didn't know what was off and what was on, sort of thing. Because
course.
I've never eaten it before,
What's
but
on?
she did. So she started laughing at me, and I'm like, "Oh, you."
Yeah, this was
You like dirtbag. You gave it to me.
yeah, it would have been a real
Yeah.
funny joke as you're hurling into the bathroom for the next 6 hours.
I think it's called the dog or badag or bagog or something. But they actually have ice cream flavor like it as well.
Oh,
So you can go to, I don't know, let's say Baskin and Robbins, similar type thing, and say,
That's
oh, yeah, I'll have that flavor, thanks. So,
Fuck that.
Yikes!
not for me. Would not.
so would we eat cat knowingly?
No,
I don't think I could.
hell no.
Maybe if it was like leopard, but
What was the distinction?
Like
Makes
big
leopard
cats?
better. No, I'm talking domestic.
Yeah, no, never.
No, I couldn't.
you can domesticate a leopard, all right?
Okay, Mike Tyson with your tigers.
That's true.
Okay, Tiger King.
But what makes a leopard more edible than a regular cat?
Just because I've seen regular cats in my
They're not
home.
eating
Like, it's
fucking
been-
processed dog shit. They're out there eating healthy
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
in the jungle.
It's a fair argument.
I think there's snow animals, right? Like mountain lion.
There
I
are
think there's snow leopards and then there's ones in like the jungle. I think.
No leopards are the one that does the blow.
I don't want that swampy taste.
Damn right.
You know what I'm talking about.
The what?
I don't think I'll eat cat. My answer is no.
No.
It's a long way to
oh,
go. there.
No, maybe if you do a good cat meatball,
Oh God.
a cat loaf.
well,
I
you know
couldn't
what part of a part of the cat the meatballs are.
What would that be, Brock?
I'll let you think about it, Brooks.
How about you don't? You just tell me.
2 out of the 3 got what I was talking about.
Don't care. Not how the show works, pal.
Well,
All right, oysters.
oh no.
Oh, I hate oysters.
Ugh.
You know what? I would try frog legs.
I think that's what you call cow.
Well, I don't think I could do that with either.
Shit.
Doesn't look like enough meat on a frog leg to actually make it
No,
worthwhile.
it's about the class.
Yeah. But
It's
just
real
chill.
classy to do that, apparently.
Are you gonna play Roblox right now? No.
Mm.
Just... Oh shit! Careful, Tush.
But think of how many frogs are now just, I was going to say walking around, but like crawling around without hind legs.
Think
I
of
might-
how many frogs
I might lick some
exist.
venom, but I don't think I'll be. I don't think I'll
Eggs
be
one frog lays.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah, isn't that what they use for no, that's
Something.
fish eggs. No, it's fish
Yeah,
eggs.
frog.
Oh, that's right.
Caviar.
Yeah, you're thinking of caviar, which is
Caviar, yeah.
fish
Mhm.
eggs.
Is it?
Welcome to Duris, the podcast cooking show.
Yeah, when are we
Yeah.
starting our cooking series?
Yeah,
Dog shit looking food.
I think it's time we moved on to the next, unless anyone else has got anything else they want to.
Shouts to that guy for
Just
starting a
never
grocery store.
eat escargot.
Unless you have butter.
Never
What-
eat it. It
what's
gives you a
that?
disease. Sometimes the snails are infected with a disease and you just don't know. With a parasite. It'll give you the brain parasite. Just
Yeah.
don't even try it.
Yeah, I think a guy in Australia did that as a dare, picked up a snail and ate it.
It was a slug.
I heard that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ended up like he drooled, put it
Paralyzed.
that way. Yeah.
He got paralyzed from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead now. He definitely.
Yeah, he died eventually, but he was paralyzed for a while.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go out.
Yeah. Well, he won the bet.
He was in a
Oh,
coma.
that's true. You went out a winner in some circles and
Yeah.
probably like a moron in others.
Just didn't survive to spend the money.
Hey,
Uh,
those
do you want
hospitals.
to go with the next one, Brooks?
He broke.
Sure. Let's talk about the most annoying man in the history of fucking anything.
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is very annoying as well, but I won't put him up there. So, we all know the classic Nirvana cover, the kid swimming in the pool.
It's called Nevermind, Brooks, the album.
Yeah.
I
So
was,
classic Brooks knew the heading of it.
I was getting there. I was setting the picture first. But since Laca's in such a goddamn rush, Nirvana's Nevermind cover at the center of child porn lawsuit again after court revives case. So I was right. This isn't the first time this came up. But Spencer Eldon initially filed the lawsuit against the band and record label in 2021. Now, remember, Kurt Cobain is dead, but hey, get your money, champ, I guess.
He has an estate, yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to money, people will do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Especially something like this now in this day and age where I guess you probably could get a case. But the legendary grunge pioneers Nirvana are at the center of their legal trouble once again after a federal appeals court revived a lawsuit filed 2 years ago by Spencer Eldon. The man photographed swimming nude on the cover of the band's triple diamond selling album Nevermind when he was just a baby. The Ninth Circuit Court ruled against the band and revived the suit on Thursday after a California judge threw out the case last year. After Eldon missed a deadline, but allowed him to refile a revised version. So that's stupid. If he missed a deadline, why we give it? Whatever.
He's too busy swimming.
He doesn't swim anymore.
Skinny dipping. He was too busy skinny dipping.
Not a chance. He probably never gets naked. He doesn't even bathe anymore. Just stays
So
full.
offended about what he's done as a child.
Yes.
So he had no idea at the time.
Look, the only reason I would be filing a lawsuit if I was, what's his name? Spencer, well, with a name like that. But yeah, would be because I think he goes on in the article to say, you know, they said my genitalia wasn't going to be in the photo, and it is. Would be if my genitalia hasn't changed between now and then. Or then, and, you know.
So he's still got a baby dick.
Yeah, that's the only reason I would be filing a lawsuit.
Listen,
Yeah.
you might be onto something,
Yes.
bro. You might have just uncovered something big. Like,
Because that would be a
you might
selling
be shot
point.
by the FBI.
Wouldn't you get, like, even if you don't go to Vietnam, wouldn't you be getting pussy by saying, hey, I was the kid on Nevermind?
Exactly.
Yes.
A
Yes.
party, you know?
Yeah, I'd be the coolest person at every party. I'd be like, do you want to see my baby wiener? Oh.
Look, hook $1 bill in front of me, I'll go get it.
Like, do you want to go recreate this? Trust me, it looks bigger now.
Also, in
It's a
my opinion,
great pickup line.
I think it adds way more artistic value onto the album itself. You know, it's just another layer of, oh yeah, it's like the naked Michelangelo sculptures, like in Rome.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's
true
just
too.
an artistic
David.
value.
You think Michelangelo's thrilled about every like reimagining of him? He's got a fucking baby wiener. I don't think so. I'm sure that pisses him off.
Well, it's
Michelangelo was the artist, Brooks. He wasn't the.
You know what I mean, though.
Maybe David may have tried to sue him a few times, but
Oh, hey.
Yeah, exactly. Because how did he get him to look so good in stone? You know, he had to have had some visual reference.
yeah. Well, I think he was a little bit bigger originally, but when the last couple of whacks of the chisel, he slipped, and he's like, "Oh well, he's circumcised
Sorry.
now." Yeah.
I'm committed to giving him a micro penis now. Good for them, I guess. But oh shit. So this is the next part I wanted to read from the article. The court reasoned last week that with each republication of the image, it may constitute new personal injury, including a 2021 re of the album for its 30th anniversary, and sent the case back to the lower court. So I'm officially changing the show logo to the Nevermind album cover if it causes some personal injury every time it's republished.
I'll be able to AI that. I think we'll do it. We'll put Cody's head on it.
Yeah.
And then he can sue you. I'll let him. But anyways. So here's a quote, and I quote, "We will defend a meritless case with vigor and expect to prevail," Bert H. Dixler, an attorney representing the legendary grunge group, said of the development in a statement, according to multiple reports. He also called the court's decision a procedural setback. I think it's stupid that they're relooking it, especially if you fucking missed a deadline or something. Like,
Look,
Yeah.
I was muted before. I was saying I don't think anybody cares who the fuck it is. I think they care why the fuck it is.
Well,
guess.
the thing is, he's doing the wrong people, really.
Yeah, he is.
He
Oh,
should
for
be
sure.
going after his parents if he's going to go after anyone.
pretty much.
Because it says here, he also claimed neither he nor his guardians agreed to the photo shoot. But they just yanked the baby out of nowhere, and
Yeah, what?
that.
Huh. I didn't know that.
That's
So
a little.
Either they did that or they're like, "Hey, can we take a picture of your naked baby?" No. Oh, well, looks like we did. Thanks.
Just that kidnapping to that court case there.
Well, seriously, you might be onto something here. He does say he suffered lifelong damage, and now I've never had my penis on an album cover, but again, I find it a little hard to believe.
Yeah, I've never had mine on a CD cover because the CD cover wasn't big enough. LPs, yeah, but yeah.
This fucking guy.
I don't. This is the thing when he says neither he nor his guardians agreed to the photo shoot, right?
That's what's so weird. Jeez,
How did it get there?
Yeah,
Oh.
because he was 4 months old when the photo was taken at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center in Pasadena, California. So one, I'm assuming that Rose Bowl Aquatic Center wasn't closed off for a photo shoot. If they didn't agree to it, it would have been a public, hey, let's take the kids there. We're going to go for a swim.
Right,
You know,
like it
they-
sounds like it's like a YMCA type
Yeah,
deal.
probably had classes on in one pool and
Uh-huh.
kids pool somewhere else. Who lets their kids go swimming naked?
Right. How
In
did
a public
how did
area.
that photo come to be then?
I wouldn't be letting my kids back in 1991 go
No.
swim naked, let alone now.
No.
You know, there's a certain age, like 4 months, yeah, kid 4 months naked, big whoop. It doesn't, you know, the kid's a kid. So, you know, but obviously as a kid gets older, you know, like a female kid sort of can go topless till, you know, 1 or 2 or whatever the age might be. And then it gets a little bit weird. Like we cover up, get a bit of modesty happening, teach them that your body's your body type thing. But
Yes.
to just let a kid, we'll just chuck the kid in the water with no bathers on, no floaties, no nothing is a bit weird, regardless of what sex
Yeah.
the kid is.
No,
Right.
all of it is. You're very right. I don't understand how they couldn't.
That's what I was
consist-
saying. When you look at that album cover, you're not wondering who the fuck that kid is. You're wondering why the fuck this is happening.
That's true.
Right.
But you,
So
the
in order
hook
for that,
and the. Oh, go ahead.
in order for that album to actually be a thing, that was 100% staged. Like, there's no way that the Guardians didn't know what was going on.
Right.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
Well,
And
the
if
hook
they
and
didn't, they need to take better care of their kid.
the
Right.
hook and the money was photoshopped in.
Right.
So it wasn't like,
No,
hey, look, we've
Photoshop
got to
was
do
not
that.
a thing that back then, in '91. It was not like
No. But I mean, like the equivalent of what Photoshop was back then. It was probably just an industry thing that no one had their hands on. Kind of like anyone can make a lightsaber fight now.
right.
Back when Star Wars first came out, it was, you had to have 4,800 computer horsepower or whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was putting late. I thought I'd just put that out there for Cody because he thought my background the other day was real, just so he realized.
Mine is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
You know that shit was for shock. That it was to sell the copies.
It worked.
That's gonna be the top. Who the fuck puts a naked child on?
It was an artistic choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was for shock value. They're like, "Are we gonna?"
I mean, yeah, it was Nirvana.
gotta talk.
At the time, their shock value was good.
And if
Sorry,
anyone
Mark.
thinks it's sexually based, then it's a reflection on them.
I was gonna say, like, you might want to take that conversation inward with yourself if that's your big takeaway. Is like, look at that little baby wiener. Be like, all right, buddy, maybe it's time to reevaluate.
Yeah, they're on a list somewhere.
Keep doing that.
I'm slowly adding more stuff.
I've slowly
to the
noticed that.
background.
I've got nothing else on this. I think this kid is very annoying, though, who continues to sue. Like, get over it.
So does this
But I
mean
guess
he's
this
going
is
to
the
sue every time, like, when is it, like the 30th
Apparently.
reissue, the 50th, hey, we found some extra tracks that we didn't know with Kurt Cobain singing, so we'll reissue it again with bonus material. Like, is he
At
going to
that point,
have a
they should
track
just-
every time it happens?
Apparently.
I hope so.
Well, you said it was 1991, so he's probably like what?
He's
30,
32.
30
Yeah,
something.
he's 32.
32 because it's
Yeah,
4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he turned like early 20, he didn't put out his first lawsuit, right? Or he
No,
did.
it's 2021.
2021.
Oh, so that's not too long ago.
No. And I guess this is the court
Yeah,
that you're bringing it up, but still.
he did do it fairly early in his life. Like if he was 50 something and then he finally
yeah.
dude, that'd be a little suspicious, but he did jump on it kind of early.
It's true.
When do you think they told him?
That's also a good question.
I don't think they told him shit. He probably saw that.
If someone took a photo of you at 4 months old and put it in the water, put it on a CD, and didn't tell you, if you went out and saw that CD, would you instantly know it was you? I don't think you would.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it had to have been staged and like all set up
Signed off on, yeah.
beforehand. There's
100%.
100% his guardians knew about it. When
Yeah.
you said that, they're 100% lying.
Either that or like they all have CTE and hit their heads really hard and forgot shit. I find that harder to believe than, again, if they didn't consent to this, you need to take better care because some stranger just took a picture of your naked child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that. They had to have known. I don't get that argument. If it's going to work for them in court, good for them, I guess.
Oh, well, good luck to the
Correct.
micro penis guy.
It's true. That might be the biggest takeaway. He might actually be micro penis.
Give this guy some royalties on every future sale, which probably won't be too many, but never know. And then tell him to fuck off.
How about instead of giving him money from future sales, you tell him to fuck off?
Well, they're trying, I'm sure.
We skip the middleman.
Pretty much. Okay. Now, is Brooks the only one that doesn't like AI amongst us?
I
I
don't
don't
like AI.
for
I
that.
do not like it.
Cody?
No, I don't fuck with AI too much.
Well, now, like anything, there's good and there's bad.
Of course.
So now AI can tell if your Louis Vuitton handbag is fake.
Oh my god.
But that's a good thing. Not so much just for Louis Vuitton, but in general, if
That is-
it spreads out.
It's
I
true.
do like that, though. I do like
Like
that.
if you're a sneakerhead or if you're collecting collectibles or something like
Yeah.
that, or basketball cards or anything like that, if AI can tell you if there's an app and you can scan in real time and it can say, no, this Jordan Clear 92 card is fake, and it saves you $2,000. You'll be like, yep, nah, piss off.
I wasn't even thinking of it in that sense. I was thinking of it for like people flexing and then use it and you're like, oh, you got a fake bag, bitch.
Well, you could do that as well, I guess. But yeah, so artificial intelligence can now detect whether a secondhand luxury item is fake. Tech company Entropy says its device can authenticate handbags from brands like Louis Vuitton and Chanel. The AI authenticator is gaining renewed interest as companies seek to cash in on the AI hype. So pretty much what it does, it scans the bag, but it then goes really minute detail into the actual fabric of the bag and compares it to pictures of minute details of authentic bags.
Probably in a split second.
Yeah, so they reckon it's 99.1% accurate.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's
for an
impressive.
So it claims can magnify the phone phone camera to take granular photos. So granular is like sand, I guess, for the people that don't know what granular is.
Specific camera to use it then.
No, you'd probably take a photo with your phone, and then it would then probably upload it to some cloud somewhere that then would break it down.
What if the lighting was off a little bit? You know, like I'd be pissed that 0.9% fucked me out of something authentic.
Right. Yeah.
0.9% is a very small margin, though.
But it's still a possibility. Yeah.
Right. It's still yeah.
True, but it's a lot less a margin than going to some dude that's selling them out the back of his car.
Does it give you a percent of accuracy? Or like, oh, this bag's fake because it was like
I'm not sure how it breaks down when it gives you.
It might get 40%.
The stitching is off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says to use the AI-powered authenticator, users are prompted to take photos of the product from every possible angle after inserting their smartphone into Entropy's hardware device. The device has microscopic lenses. Okay, so you
see that? It needed.
Okay, so it's an attachment.
It needs to have a camera. No way that you can get that granular thing without a specific lens.
That'd be good then. It'd be if you're a third party or if you're a reseller. So if you're like what's the shoe one? StockX. StockX. So StockX would probably buy the device. Then when they get the shoes in, they would just do it first, and if it comes back as being legit, obviously then they'd put it up. If it doesn't come back, they just send it back and not put it on the platform. That's smart. So it's kind of like, I guess, a similar type of thing like tap and go payments or whatever, where people plug it into their phone to get that payment on the go type thing. But instead of that, it's like a lens.
Right.
So it can currently only authenticate major brands.
I was gonna say.
So that's pretty cool, though. But it could still continue to learn and then take over the world. So I don't like it.
Also true.
But then it could also authenticate if someone's human or not.
It starts lying to us because it's heard us shit talking.
Well, speaking of AI,
hope we don't hold a grudge.
Yeah,
correct.
I've discovered a new program too that I'm using to edit podcasts and whatnot. It's called Clean Voice. And this isn't a paid promotion, by the way.
I was going to say.
No, but I just Googled in remove breathing or something like that, or breaths, and it came up. So it removes the ums and the ahs and things like that. It removes
choppy.
Sorry?
Without it sounding like too choppy.
Yeah, without sounding like choppy. Well, yeah. Well, you've listened to past podcasts, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've used another software to remove all the ums and the ahs and the double up. Like if I say, it'll pick up I said that twice and it'll say remove one of them.
So does that take jobs?
Authenticity too.
Not really, because you
listen to a goddamn human, not a robot.
Well, you're still listening to a human. You're just cutting out the bits where the human fucked up.
Yeah. But does that take away jobs from editors?
Well, I still manually go through to make sure, because obviously AI isn't 100% perfect. Because when you have the sentences where you'll say that twice in a sentence, like that something or other, well, that's normal. but the AI thinks you've said that twice
Yeah.
correctly. I'll go through and make sure it still works. And, if it picks up an if the is talking over someone else, if you took the out, you'd take out half the sentence of whatever the person. I'll still go through. It allows you to go automatic, or it allows you to go manually through them, and it'll play a little bit before the bit it wants to take out and a little bit after, so you get the flow of the sentence.
Right.
Also, if there's more of a long gap between, if I say something and then, let's say Brooks is thinking about a comeback or he's thinking of an answer and there's a lot of dead air, it can automatically take out. So dead air, it can take out mouth noises, sniffles. What else it can take out?
You got my daughter screaming in the background.
It may do that. Well, I'll be finding out probably later today or tomorrow. Yeah, and it's not too bad. It does a fairly good job from what I find. So I use a couple. Yeah, the podcast goes through a few stages before you see the end. Two talking heads, cartoon.
Yeah.
Talking about things. But I would say, and that's the good thing about having it animated, if it was talking, like you could see two people talking.
You could see the jump. You'll see.
Yeah. Whereas animated, you can't see it, so it doesn't look choppy because it's just there type thing.
Oh, that's a good one thing
I reckon if you didn't tell, if I didn't tell people that it's been through an AI thing to clean it up, you wouldn't know, sort of thing. I don't think people would know that doesn't sound natural, sort of thing.
Right.
So in that regard, I love AI because it makes my job, or it makes the end result.
See, when it works,
appealing.
Right.
When it works, it's good.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But there's no telling what it can do, what it could do.
Also true.
As long as we've always got the reins, it'll be okay, I think.
That's the thing, is all the stories in the past that has ever had AI in it, and now, we always lose control. Every single time, and every story, in every way, we always lose control of it.
It'll be fun to find out. Maybe we've
One of my
learned.
favorite books is called I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. And it's literally the very first written incident of AI taking control. It's like a book from the 30s.
Oh, shit.
It's like before sci-fi was even a thing.
Yeah, holy shit. Jesus.
Before computers were even invented. Someone wrote a story about that. I forget the name, but the book is called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
I'll have to look into that. Interesting. That sounds crazy.
I'll have to get one of those programs that read it to you.
Yeah, I'll have an AI read me the story.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's a power play.
The story is like, it starts out like the story starts with the AI already have taken over the world, and it keeps 4 or 5 people alive just to torture them for the end of
that's
eternity.
Children's book, yeah, picture book.
No, God no.
Should ask ChatGPT to write a sequel to it.
Oh, it can. Pretty sure people have.
Oh, probably.
Asked ChatGPT what they think of that story.
Interesting. ChatGPT's probably like, oh, that author's a fucking fraud.
That's my manifesto. Leave it alone.
Right.
Shakes next.
How'd you get your hands on my diary?
Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me.
It's crazy. I'm sure that author, if you could see now, he'd be like, fuck, what the hell was I doing?
Well, speaking of having the shit scared out of one, it's now time for
Everyone's favorite nameless podcast segment of the week.
Can someone tell me what a podcast is?
Indeed. So we're back from the holidays. Christmas is here. We've got New Year's. So the shopping's finally done. People are over it. We're finished. Thank God. Well, the clip I have for us this week, I think is outside probably like a shopping mall. And just let the video do the talking, because we see one of A, the best wrestling moves I've ever seen, and B, the quickest 0 to 100 I think possible. But we'll let the video do the talking. Here you see the cop coming in. This guy's pissed. Nope.
How's it going, sir?
How are you?
What even happened?
Not a clue.
I like how the
Shit.
dog gives
Guy
me
with
a
the dog.
Yeah. Was it Walnut Street? Got the nut here right.
You can hear ooh.
He just had his fucking vertebrae cracked on the pavement.
Uh,
But yeah, I have no idea
That's it.
what caused that.
My pronouns are smashed and broken.
Nice to meet you. Stole my jokes.
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
What a lovely day we're having.
I have a feeling he might be a regular that cop has to deal with.
He
Like-
was really confident in his walk, but like, I wonder if the cop was ticked off at how confident he was walking. Like, you should not have that much confidence. He took him out. You should not be this happy.
Correct. Like, it's fucking Christmas Eve. You should be miserable. Let me spike you on your neck.
So was he taken into custody, or like, what the hell was that?
I believe so. I thought I
Why?
read a little bit from it after, and there wasn't much.
I thought it was the first
Didn't
day.
even read his rights, fool.
Listen, you don't get your rights in the Thunderdome.
I did read
Yeah.
them to you when you were unconscious.
You have the right to not get up.
Yeah, that's what it's like over here.
Hey, listen. Welcome to the jungle.
That was funny. Did they have a bandana on too, didn't they?
I think so.
Anyone that's wearing a red bandana and they're white and
Proceed with caution.
flailing their arms around like that deserves to be completely shit minced.
I proceed with caution. Proceed with caution.
Has a cop been signed up yet for an NFL team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
great.
did take him out pretty well.
I mean, I think he's destined for a life in the WWE. Toxic waste is the worst candy, Laca. Shit's so gross.
Got to eat all of them at once.
Ew.
They're like warheads.
Yes,
They're way more sour than warheads, actually.
they're not even enjoyable. It's not.
Shit, dropped
Oh
it
my
twice. They're super good.
They're not at all.
Brooks got me rainbow candy for Christmas. I wonder what he's trying to say.
Yeah, correct.
That you go.
Thank you, Rock.
Hey, I didn't eat them yet.
That's true.
No, you suck on
Do you?
them. You tell me.
I had skills. I don't think you could do that. Sitting there a while.
So, does anyone want to add anything before we wrap this crossover episode up?
Wrap part 1 up.
Part one.
Yeah, we're doing this again on Thursday.
Yeah, the rainbow candy's still better than a 6-foot candy cane. So I'll take it.
Listen, that 6-foot candy cane. One of the sexiest stories I've ever read.
Different type of Snapchat.
Be sure to catch both of these parts. Watch them back to back.
Yeah,
That's correct.
5 times over. One episode. Watch it again, and then
Mm.
watch it's a podcast. Then watch more. Wrap it up podcast.
The fuck?
Right.
Yeah. And I do believe, well, I know I will be, and I'm pretty sure Brooks will be. It's a podcast, obviously, will be on the It's a Podcast YouTube channel
You're
and on Spotify as well. But under that banner of It's a Podcast, I will also be putting up the second part of this, the Wrap It Up podcast part. And I think Brooks is doing the same because it'd be very rude if he didn't.
Yeah, bro.
correct.
Even I'll be promoting this event, even though I have 2 followers.
Yeah. So that way,
I think
whoever listens to one can listen to the other and decide whether they want to branch out or not.
well,
Correct.
I'll be listening for those AI cuts when I revisit this episode. I want to see how
You'll be listening and going, I was there and I'm not even in the episode. What's going on?
AI cut me out.
like we had to cut out all the garbage, kid. Sorry.
I didn't
Cody's
say
gonna,
that.
Cody's gonna launch a hit campaign on fucking big AI.
Remember, I do still have the AI generator of Cody, so I can make him say whatever.
That's true. This is true. We technically don't really need to be here, but we do it for the love of the game. Yeah, I've got
Don't
nothing else.
decimate my character. Whack, you can do that. That's fine. Brooks, you
Yeah.
can do that. That's perfectly acceptable.
Oh,
I'm just showing us solid gold bricks right now.
Yeah, this is probably the most expensive thing I own.
That's wild. That's wild.
Well, do you two guys have sign-offs or not?
I usually ask them their final thoughts and ignore them.
Oh, okay.
Be sure to check out Wrap It Up Podcast and It's a Podcast. Both of them
I think if they've
at
made
the
it
same time. Fire up
Yeah.
2 screens and watch them both at once.
Well,
Let's
you got
try and see how much
two
we
ears,
repeat.
one in one ear, one in the other ear.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
or
They
you
make
could
more
be
sense
like,
that way.
play them at 2 times speed, play them at 0.25 speed. Follow the Instagram.
You can do.
Cool. Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, if they play it at probably 2 times speed, you'd probably see on normal speed.
Are you calling? Love?
Inches.
The fact that you have to ask that.
Better
Really
take a
is-
brief pause right there.
Yeah. All right. Until next week, take it easy.
Peace.